Bit of a different week this week. I thought I'd take you to the local World War II Modern History Museum. It's based in Malton, North Yorkshire. It's not that far from me. Anyway, I'll just read you this. A warm welcome to you from the Eden Camp Modern History Museum. You're in for a great day out amongst the sights, sounds and smells of wartime Britain. Immerse yourself in a time gone by, stepping back in time to the 1940s, when you can discover what life was like on the home front and front lines. Housed in an original prisoner of war camp built in 1942, the museum was founded by Stan Johnson in 1986. Despite challenges and scepticism from his peers, Stan opened the doors on the 21st of March 1987, and the rest is history. Remaining within the family, our museum is privately funded and maintained through the support of visitors, volunteers and kind donations of items to display. We were particularly lucky because we hit it on a day when they were hosting a living history event. So there was lots of people in uniforms and, with weapons and everything that you could look at. Anyway, I'll try and give you a feel for the place with some photos and videos, and hopefully you'll find it interesting.
That cost me a fortune. It's like with battles, they wouldn't go with their messaging. Not that, it's a repo, about half the weight of a real one. I think they'd be more like this, just like a threat back on the team because they carry balls. You get some muscles when you do this job, when you do this hobby. Equipment way more than real. Chances are you'll ditch your belt on. Yeah. Oh, you want a photo as well?
So they've actually restored and refurbished a lot of the original huts that the prisoners would have been in. Some of them are newer than others, but each one's got a different experience running through it. I'll take you through a couple and take some photos as well, just to give you a feel for what's there. Most huts have a mixture of display, photographs, artifacts, things like that really. I had visited the place before, actually back when it opened in 1987, but I was surprised they only had very, very few vehicles then, and what few they had were basically just exhibit pieces. What I found interesting this time was that all of the new vehicles that they've got, they're actually restoring them all to working order. So a lot of these that you're seeing, they can actually move, which is a big step up from what they had before. So I was pleased to see this. Anyway, I'll just let you have a look at it. Another clever thing that I noticed was that a lot of the vehicles had, the little codes that you could point your camera at, and that'd tell you the backstory of the actual vehicle and where it had served, when it served, and what they've done to it and when they purchased it. So I have included a few of them. I don't know whether they'll work through the video, but it just made it a lot more interesting. It's a clever idea. what I love about these places is the fact that you can actually, get a feel for how big the vehicles are, and just how much detail there is on all of them. And I find that useful when it comes to modelling things. I mean, obviously, I can't share with you all the photos and the articles and things like that I read while I was here. But, suffice to say, it gave a really good background, for lots of things that we use in the model front, for painting, the colours, the shapes, the sizes, the kind of kit that used to be on things. It's really useful for that kind of thing. And like I say, just seeing the scale alone and having a chance to take quite a close look at these. As I say, I took quite a few more photos, but obviously if I shared them all, it'd be a very long video. But rest assured, I mean, if you live anywhere near this, it's definitely worth a visit. And from what I've seen, it's definitely improving each time. I got speaking to one of the chaps, and he told me that this Bren carrier here, can't see it very well from this picture, but the next one you can. They've only recently got hold of that one, but they are going to restore it. So that'll be interesting to see. As I say, there's as well as the vehicles, there's lots of weapons on display as well. But just having a wander around them, like I say, it gives you that feel for the size. And the other thing is you can actually have a good look in some of these. Bit of an old First World War one, that is, by looks on it. But you can get a lot closer than you can in some museums to some of the stuff, so it's definitely worth a look. Here's some of the weapons that I was talking about. There were lots of areas like this where you could walk. I mean, you could physically walk up and they'd let you hold some of them, like the chap with the Panzerschreck earlier. These life-size models of the Spitfire were interesting to have a look at. I mean, I know they're mock-ups, but they're pretty good ones. And I got speaking to a chap, you'll see him come up in a minute, and we both agreed that, might only be a model, but still wouldn't mind having it in the front garden. I'd get a bit of interest. But, yeah, I mean, he was a lovely bloke. This is him. And he'd obviously been coming here doing the reenacting things since 1987, so he knew quite a bit about it as well.
POW march in a moment. You'll get a much better video, don't you worry.
Oh, brilliant.
You're clear! Prisoners coming through! Prisoners coming through!
I mean, obviously, even though I've got quite a few photos on here, it doesn't really do the place justice because there's so much to, read through. So many little artifacts, that you can take a look at, as well as obviously all these vehicles to wander around. But it was well worth the trip. I enjoyed it. And the information that I brought back from it that's going to be useful for the modelling is, just all the stuff that you see is some USR airborne stuff. And there's memorials in the place as well to different units, which I thought was quite nice. And although I haven't done, there's 29 huts, as I said, I haven't done them all justice. As I said, each one is set up to display a different aspect of the war. So you're sure to find something that's, of interest to you. And that's where you see all the small artefacts. I couldn't resist taking a picture of this model of the Bismarck, because I remember my dad saying that his ship had been involved in chasing it at one point but not finding it. And then obviously the hood, because my dad lost a couple of cousins on that ship. As you can see, they cover every sector of the war, RAF, Navy, Army, Civil Defence. And they've got a whole wall of these ship plaques, and that's my dad's ship, HMS Anson. It was a battleship. But try as I might, I couldn't find his other ship, which was a destroyer, HMS Orwell, because my dad served on the Russian convoys. And, well, what can I say? Well, we couldn't resist it. Just before we came away, there was a weapon firing display. Unfortunately, I didn't get as many videos as I wanted. There was a member of staff that was a little bit too vigilant, pushing everyone back. So I missed a fair few bits, but there's still a few videos, so I hope you enjoy that. I missed the MG42, so unfortunately all I managed to do was catch the sound because the member of staff was pushing us all back again at the time. But I've managed to put a still up, and then the sound that I captured, even though I couldn't see it, I've put that over the top to give you a feel for it. Though you do get a brief glimpse of it later in the video with somebody else firing it.
So what we're going to do today, we're just going to fire some weapons off for you. Alright. 1911 Colt. Alright. Now the Colt is a 45 caliber handgun. And the weapon we've got here is this little work of art. It's an M4 stern gunner. It's basically the first ever assault rifle. Works with a 7.62 short round. 792, sorry, 792 short round. And basically you can fire a single shot or fully auto. And yet again, a very price. Usually only the elite squad's got first dibs on these. So you fall shimmy 8 your SS units. And other units starting to room clearance and anything else that the Germans needed to do if they used them. use them against the British, they use any type of British weapon during the war, and we'll soon find out if this lives up to its name, because when they used to drop these, they used to fire automatically on the road. So people used to diss these, used to say that we're no good. We're going to find out. 30 round man, we're going to be firing off rounds, give you a demonstration of what it's like.
Millimetre round. Beautiful.
Oh, it's a yeah.
Last fire off.
Any spent cases that come this way, do not touch. They will be hot.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the museum, I'd just like to say once again a big thank you to all the volunteering, excellent history people that we have here this weekend. They have travelled from all over the north of England to come and support the museum. Without them, we certainly wouldn't be able to bring the atmosphere of music up to life. So thank you very much to all you guys and girls as well, because without you being here today, there's no way we could get this museum up and running. Unlike many museums in this country that are supported by the government or by the council or public sponsored funding, we don't get anything like that. Basically, we keep the museum up and running by you keep supporting us. So please tell your family and friends all about this. We have got a lot of significant military events coming up this year, anniversaries, which will be marking things like D-Day, the start of World War I as well. In a short time, once you guys have combed the area and have collected all the used ammunition up, if any children would like to take a souvenir and will ask nicely for one, you may be able to get one from them. Parents, please be aware that because these are metal cases, they may have sharp edges on them. Your children
make sure
are
it's
coming
safe.
to the casing,
As you see, these things go
supervise
back.
them and just make sure that they don't have sharp edges.
Push off over.
So what's your
Push off
Right, so I'll just close on a few photographs. As you can tell, there's no way I can do the place justice, but hopefully it's given you a taste for it. And if you ever happen to be up in this area, it might be worth a visit. Anyway, normal service will resume next week. I just thought I'd share this with you. If you do like the videos, please consider giving me a thumbs up or even subscribing for when the next video drops. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.